Babble Lab.
Okay, let's just hold the
The
picture
Babble Lab podcast.
for that.
Yeah. Do we want to babble at it, or are we just gonna?
What's up?
What is that?
That is from Vanuatu. It's a picture I found of Vanuatu. I was finding pictures that were
is that guy
reasons.
doing?
Can you make it bigger, please?
I don't know how
Just
to
hit
do
the
it.
maximize,
Oh, I can't
or
see the
just
screen.
grab the.
The green one here.
I can't. It's not gonna get that much bigger. See?
Yeah, barely got bigger.
Now do Command plus. Make it bigger.
Command plus.
There we go.
All
Whoa.
right. Yeah.
What's
that's-
happening
That's
here?
from Vanuatu. Some tourists probably saw this guy hanging out and wanted a picture.
No, it said honeymoon Vanuatu, so I don't know what's happening here.
What's one of the locals
is the
is painted up like Nemo.
Yeah, so a lot of the people in
got white
Vanuatu
stripes.
are painted like that in the pictures I found.
It's the real Vanuatu experience. It's what you do for the honeymoon
This
package.
was-
It's
Their
like,
little
oh yeah,
sticks
we
are
dressed
painted
up.
the same
So
way.
actually, the reason I had we should pull up the list of pictures and just scroll
Okay.
through them because the reason I had these was they were pictures of reasons why I would like to go to Vanuatu.
I don't know how to exit this full screen situation.
Stupid Max. No, that's going to close the whole thing.
There you go.
see what
Problem
you've done.
solved.
Okay, why Jake wants to go to Vanuatu? A presentation.
Okay, so we had the cool little
Wait, let
tourism.
me go up. Let me go up all the way.
Oh, there's a lot of these.
Yeah, I put some time in. Okay, so the first one that looked fun.
The natives have droopy titties. Okay.
Yep.
Super
Yep.
sags.
And let me make it bigger. Hold on.
You
don't
don't
know
have
if
to make
that's-
that one bigger. That's okay.
Okay, so that was reason one.
They look
Okay.
like cartoon eyeballs. You could just draw a little face right there.
So I liked the reason I picked this one is first of all
Probably
I
the
really
tits.
was into how uneven.
Oh yeah, one's like a tumor.
The second from the right.
Why
has
is one like a tumor?
incredibly uneven tits?
oh, wow. That one's like 7 inches longer than the other one.
So I want to go to Vanuatu just to see that.
And I really, I don't like describing tits in terms of length, but
it's appropriate here.
it works here.
So is that what tits look like if they've never been in a bra?
I
That's
think
what
it's-
happens when you stretch them
Like,
and
is
don't
that-
steam them.
I think it's actually mostly genetic from what I've read.
Really?
That the reason why native tits look so different.
Huh.
But yeah, so if we keep
I
going
love that
now,
you've done research. I like that you've read
I
things.
thought those guys had cool masks.
Those are
They
cool
sure
masks.
do.
Wow.
They look like. Do you guys remember in the '90s when McDonald's had that whole cast of characters, and there was like the Hamburglar, and then they had the
They still
like the
use
fry
that, don't
guy.
they?
Yeah, they still use that.
Yeah, and
They still
Grimace.
use
They had
Ronald.
Grimace.
I like
No, they
the
use Grimace
wasn't there a
and-
purple furry guy?
Yeah, Grimace.
Grimace.
The
Is that who that-
eggplant shaped one.
Yeah.
No, that's the thief one. What did you just say?
No, that's
No, it's
Hamburglar.
the Hamburglar.
He was the one that was
wasn't
in
he
a-
purple?
No, he was in a
No.
thief outfit.
He looked like he was already in prison.
He was like
had white
he
stripes.
was the male version of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego.
No,
Oh,
she
okay.
was.
Yeah,
murdered.
you're kind
I
of
know,
right.
but
now.
same look.
Same idea.
But these,
Same
they were-
personality.
This reminds me of that look.
Really? Yeah. I'm not getting that.
That guy. Just looks like a shitty puppet face.
It is a shitty puppet face.
Yeah.
All
Very
right.
rigid muppet.
It would be really intimidating seeing those two guys though in the forest. I wouldn't fuck with them.
He looks like that he's just staring down some native tits of appropriate length.
Okay, so now
Wait. Before we go on,
appealing.
I have to do something
That is
before we go
appealing
on.
to those of that
Yes.
genetic.
We forgot something.
makeup.
Before I go on, I'd say, welcome to Babble Lab, episode 9.
Yeah.
All right.
So glad we did that.
I felt like we wasn't right unless we did that.
No, it's not right unless we do that.
Plus, people don't know that we're doing this whole impromptu thing this episode.
I
so
didn't know
wanted-
we were recording.
Yeah, we got to introduce it. So
This week's episode is just going to be impromptu, off the cuff conversation.
Yeah, because we really felt like in past episodes it just had too much structure and
Too
we were
much.
putting too much effort into it.
yeah, we really
Yeah,
didn't do a
minimal
good job
effort.
of going way off the rails on topics.
Well,
if we could do no work, and that would be better.
there was like too many structured segments, and people were getting. It was too predictable what we'd be talking about.
I just hated how rigid the debate format was, where we had to wait for Cole to say, "Jake, you now have the floor."
Yeah.
Like all that
Yeah, because
nonsense.
I when I had that whole thing where I respectfully waited for like 2 hours.
Yes, Jake, you
with
would
my
always
hand
do that.
raised. Yeah.
It was excellent of you to do so.
So today we are just going to have a conversation, and if that really goes wrong, well, I don't even want to say this.
it just started really driving a riff when Jake wouldn't like yield his time.
Yeah.
He had all these
I
excess
I
moments.
will not yield.
I was like,
I will
okay.
not yield, sir. You should see how I drive.
I will not yield. Was that the Hummer situation when you
No,
crashed?
that's.
I thought someone merged into you.
He did. No, that's unrelated.
And then you merged
That's an
into the
unrelated
parked
thing.
cars.
Yeah, someone merged toward me, and I merged into.
You saw those parked cars, and
avoiding
you're
him.
like, I will not yield.
Yeah. Hold fast, boys. So
The car's empty.
So as part of
It's just you.
as part of the unstructured episode, I mentioned before I queued up a lot of stuff. This is my groundwork that I've laid.
This is Jake's proxy
And my
vacation album.
co-hosts have graciously allowed me to go
Co-hosts?
through my slideshow.
Wow.
Yeah, well, we're all hosting
We got a
this
promotion.
episode.
Oh,
right?
we're all hosting this episode?
Right? Isn't that the
Oh, I didn't
thing?
know. Okay, why don't we do the fanfare and you guys can...
Welcome, baboons. Welcome to ZomboCom.
You can do anything at ZomboCon.
Oh, did I fuck it up?
Welcome to
Is this-
Babalab.
is this
I'm
not
Cole, one of the
ZomboCom?
hosts. We're with other co-host Jake.
Like most shows, we have 4 hosts.
Well, isn't that what the person on the show is a host?
We're calling this
No, nope.
episode...
Okay, well, what is our
Jake-
title then?
We're employees. Cole is the host.
No,
No, that's right.
I prefer...
he's the host and we're the stars.
No, we're,
Yeah, you guys are the talent.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
my fellow talent
That's
and
a stretch.
host were graciously, they allowed me to queue up my pictures that I found about episode 1. All the way back in episode 1,
The
we
Phantom
talked about
Menace.
Vanuatu.
Like 3 months ago.
And I was, I was kind of looking up some stuff on Vanuatu, and I found a bunch of pictures of like reasons why I'd want to go there and Papua New Guinea. They're very close together. So
Actually, we could post these on the website.
can we? We don't own them.
So?
We can post links.
I'm not claiming that I own them. Can't you post images that you've...
our
not
our
selling it.
website isn't
think we can-
monetized.
I don't think we can.
Yeah,
I
just
don't
not
know.
for commercial
We'll figure it out.
purposes.
We'll figure it out later.
They either will be links to these pictures or the pictures on our website.
Yeah, how about we just link to wherever they were?
Okay, so we got to like the third one here. Now, okay, so I kept this one. That tribeswoman's tits are very perky.
Yeah.
And I liked them.
hence why they are included.
These
Yes.
are your reasons to go to Vanuatu or perky tits?
Well,
you,
no,
you live in
they're-
Hollywood.
There was
I
saggy tits
like that
earlier.
everyone had their tits out, and then I was like, but they're probably all nasty tits. And then I saw this picture, and I was like, oh, I fucks with that. Like, check out
Diamond in the rough.
Vanuatu.
Yeah. I
She
think-
looks happy.
Are
She
any of
does.
these not tit related?
Okay, yeah, I like that animal. I don't.
What is that?
I
It
don't
looks
know
like
what.
an orange squirrel.
I don't know. It's a cuscus, I think.
Oh, couscous.
Couscous? I don't know. It's native to Papua New
Just
Guinea.
imagine like a really like sunburnt otter who's angry.
It's like a
with
mix.
the face of a
It's like a
sloth.
mix
It looks-
between like
it
a
kinda looks like
tabby
Donald Trump.
cat and a
snake
sloth.
Kind of looks like Donald Trump a little bit.
It's got like demon
Yeah, it's
hands.
way cuter though.
What is it holding?
Eating a
It looks like a
flower.
hibiscus flower.
It's eating flowers.
It's eating.
Is that like a metaphor that it destroys all things beautiful?
It does
It
have the
is
cat eyes.
I don't know. I just saw this animal and I was like, I like that animal.
Yeah, it's
so that's,
scary as
that's
fuck.
a good
I
one.
would agree with you.
I like how angry it looks.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it's just
so
slit eyes.
terrifying.
Yeah.
All
It's
right,
got drafts.
No, but look at the brows
Pattern.
furrowed. It's really pissed.
I think it's just cute. That's how it looks.
I
yeah,
wouldn't
it's-
call it cute.
I'd cuddle with it.
I think it's adorable. I think it looks very
Would
fluffy.
it cuddle with you though?
I would like to make a hat out of it.
Would you rather cuddle? Would you rather cuddle with her or
Yes.
that?
No, her.
That's
for sure.
That's a tough call for me.
All right, let's move on. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Third option.
Oh, what about this animal?
no, this person just looked really interesting. I don't know why her skin looks.
Why
like
do you
that.
think it's a girl?
No,
I don't know. It's. A
I'm
girl.
assuming
I was
there is
guessing.
like some sort of like
I think there's-
ceremonial
I
powder
think
on
there's
it.
like a
I just
mud.
love how any native group of humans, as soon as they turn like 80, they just look like a California raisin.
they do. They do. They do. All right,
that's what we're talking about, the dry
not much.
shed.
Not much to say about this one. I like that picture. These guys look fun.
Oh, they
These-
have Santa Claus too.
the weird
It's
tribal
like communist Santa.
bearded communist Santa. Yeah,
I think that's their capital right there. Remember the picture of the capital had the same hat?
had a palapa roof on it.
yeah.
It's just straw.
Yeah.
They've got like tentacles on their hat.
Oh, and then here we go. The smoked corpses of Papua New Guinea. They pay
boy.
tribute to these people by smoking and curing them, like
You're welcome.
like jerky.
Do they eat them then?
Wait, after they're dead, or do they
course
do
they
it
eat them.
while they're alive?
This was after
yeah, I
they
guess
died.
this is
to pay
okay.
Papua New
respect.
Guinea.
Yeah.
After they died.
So I thought that was cool.
But do they eat them?
I don't know if they eat those ones. They eat some of them.
It's like their version of incense.
Some of the tribes eat them.
Stinks in here. Someone put on a human.
Is this an ad for Vanuatu condoms?
1 plus 1
yeah,
equals
so
3?
I found this.
No, it doesn't.
I found this company in I think either Vanuatu or Papua New Guinea. I know the link says Papua New Guinea,
They
but I'm
spelled
thinking it's
condom
Vanuatu.
wrong.
That's how it's spelled there.
Well, they're wrong.
Yeah, it's the long blong Condom.
Yeah.
Long condom.
Nice. Feels good.
Yeah, so I thought it was cool that they had a company.
Disclaimer: you need to listen to episode 1 before you.
I wouldn't use.
Oh yeah, this is all references.
If you're coming in this cold, you're not going to be.
I wouldn't use these condoms personally.
You wouldn't
but
use any
I thought
condom.
they were interesting.
but they're safe riders. I assume is how you pronounce that.
Safe rider.
SEIF
Yeah.
space
Oh, that's hilarious.
RAIDA.
The safe rider.
It's the safe rider condom.
There's more tits now.
More tits.
That'd be if that was like a rapper, but like abstinence was his jam.
Safe
you know,
rider?
like a Snoop Dogg's all about weed. What if this rapper was all about
Wearing
Safe
protection.
safe sex and
Snoop
abstinence?
Dogg's all about wearing condoms too.
Is he?
He has that song. He's like, before me dig out a bitch, I gotta find a contraceptive. I don't think he says me. I don't know why. Before I dig out a bitch, I gotta find a contraceptive. That's a line.
Before I dig out.
Yeah, digging her out.
I don't know what digging out
By
means.
2 a.m., I was digging her out.
I think you know what it means.
I mean,
You don't know your
I can
Snoop.
guess.
Think about digging
All
a
right.
hole.
What else we got from Vanuatu?
The shovels. your
Crazy
dick.
ass starfish.
Yeah, cool starfish. She looks
Wow.
happy.
That looks,
nutty.
that looks like a fruit tart.
And then we're back to the tourism photo. But anyway, that was my
Nice,
little
nice.
Vanuatu.
Is this so? There's a native here that's all striped up like a Nemo fish. Is that camouflage or?
I think it's probably just tribal
what's he trying to
I
coolness.
think it's like
Ceremonial.
intimidating.
Is it?
Maybe.
I'm intimidated.
He looks wider.
Is
Yeah,
it like
I thought he was
zebras?
attacking them. Turns
So
out he's just taking a picture. Who
Maybe
knew?
when they're all running together, you can't tell one from another.
Oh, you can't tell where their ass ends and their.
I
next
love how
one's-
they're acting like
blend in
it's
with the
normal.
zebras.
They're acting like this is a completely normal situation they're involved in here.
I like how he knows how
it's-
to use a camera phone. He doesn't look like he should be
I
able
don't
to.
think he's actually like tribal.
No, I don't think any of these people were.
Yeah.
It's putting on an act.
Yeah.
I think
It's like you guys remember
Well-
when we got off the boat in Ensenada and they had those people dressed up like Aztecs?
And you were like, no.
I just remember the
Wait a
parrot.
second.
Like how much contempt they must
We're in
have for us.
Ensenada.
Like fuck, I got to put on this 40-pound headdress to see some like fat slobbering
they're there.
American come take a picture with me.
In between their sixth meal of the day.
Yeah, I hate my life.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's my little.
Thank you
Vanuatu
for
thing.
thank you for
If we
preparing.
want to
Okay.
watch another, if we want to throw,
Now, to sum up this, Vanuatu offers for you a cornucopia of titty options and noteworthy animals
And general
Yes.
experiences,
That's-
apparently.
and this
Seaplanes.
tribal people wearing goofy tribal shit.
as they do.
Yeah,
As all
and
tribal
it looks
people do.
warm and
And you can go there on a carnival cruise.
It does look beautiful.
And get some smoked human. Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
yeah. There's a little serving of
But to be
brutality.
fair, Vanuatu doesn't smoke humans.
I think that was Papua New Guinea. But,
Okay.
if I was going to go to one, I'd island hop. Go over.
they're
there.
not that far away.
You could finally go on that yacht you wanted to get on. You can get on a yacht between the two. That'd be
With
your
all the
dream-
bones.
That'd be your dream vacation.
yeah.
That'd be your dream vacation.
Wouldn't it?
Leaving from the coast of Australia on a yacht, heading over to Vanuatu.
With a
Eating some
belly,
people.
with
Going
a
over
belly
to-
full of native.
Yeah, going over to Papua New Guinea, eating a few people.
That'd be all you can do. Everything you want to do in one trip. And then you're already on the yacht. You want to die on the yacht, so you can.
Yeah, and I already have Kuru at that point.
YOLO.
just go out.
unless CRISPR gets really good at fixing Kuru. That's actually the first thing I thought of when we mentioned
Can
that
they
earlier.
cure Kuru?
It is.
Game
I
on.
wonder if
Looks
they can-
like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Like, yeah, they can even cure brain diseases. Well, now I'm interested.
So as a bonus treat for you guys, I also found another
Did
video.
our open form segment just become the Jake show?
I think it did.
after
God.
after
That's what we knew it was going to be.
after the clip, I'm done being.
But people
the-
can't see the clip.
All right, we don't have to watch the clip.
Yeah, you realize we're doing a audio only podcast
me-
and talking about pictures and video.
Allow me to describe the clip.
This is going to go over really, really well.
An ape throws feces at
what a
a.
surprise!
We've seen this.
What a surprise!
No, we
We've seen
haven't.
multiple permutations of
This
this.
time it's a baboon,
This
and it throws
episode.
it horizontally, and it hits a little girl in the face.
Okay.
And
so the
and
only
her
difference
dad
here,
starts
it's a-
retching. He's trying to comfort her, but he starts like gagging. 'cause It smells really bad.
so it's a baboon instead of a bonobo, and it's a young girl instead of an old girl.
Yes.
Great, totally new video.
Wow, that's I've never seen that before.
I
wait.
don't know how you guys are less amped about this than I am.
All right, let's
but
roll.
Are we doing it?
I'm okay. You know that I'm all about this stuff, but I just
Yeah.
feel obligated to kind of temper this somehow.
Which one is it?
It's the one I sent you. If you go to Cole.
Wait, what's this one? Hate comments.
Oh, don't read that. That's stupid. That was the one.
Two
not,
chimps,
not
one
two
huge
chimps,
poop.
one huge poop.
Was it
up.
above?
Crazy chimp
That
fight.
one.
We saw that. Monkey
Wait, I
throwing
might, I
shit.
might be conflating two videos. I can't remember if this one's baboons.
This has a
or
little
not.
girl in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's offering to give the baboon food.
And he's like, I'll give you food.
Yeah, he's not very appreciative.
Here's some
really.
old food.
Wait, what kind of zoo is this where the baboons are like in this?
He's in just like a cage.
That's
The Eureka Zoo in Northern California. It looks just like this.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Wait,
she
is
does
she
that stupid
making an
dance.
elephant movement?
Wrong animal, idiot.
Well, she gets what she deserves.
Oh,
Like,
it doesn't like that.
The thing's mad.
It does not like
She's
that.
like, I'm not a fucking elephant.
Fuck you say
You
to me?
fucking what?
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Damn it! Look. Oh fuck!
oh the dad says, "Oh fuck."
Oh shit!
Oh, she's so sad.
Yeah, she's covered in shit.
He is retching.
Help her out, man.
He's retching.
What can he even do?
You mean besides video her and react to
Gotta
it?
just leave her there. I mean, are you not grateful that he videoed?
What? Okay, for the two listeners we might have, the video ended and then the next one queued up is just projectile diarrhea from a rhinoceros. What the fuck are you watching? What is this?
This is based on his previous viewing history.
That Google Analytics has really dialed you in.
Rhino poop explosion. It's all in the title.
Totally tangential.
It has 4 million views.
What? And 3.9 million are Jake.
Well, thank you, Jake.
Well, that was great.
Yeah.
My favorite part was how the father made no attempts to help the girl's situation.
He was actually close to throwing up.
I don't know.
For the first 30 seconds, he was laughing and reacting. He was like, "Oh fuck, he really got you." Like, yeah,
How can you
do
help
something?
that? You know, how can you help her?
Clean it off.
How?
Take your shirt off and rub it. I don't know, and then throw the shirt away.
Ruin your shirt?
And you have no shirt for the rest of the day. That's terrible.
Is that better than allowing your daughter to remain shit covered for another 10 minutes?
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I would allow
I don't
her-
have a daughter.
No
I
t-shirt.
don't have to make these decisions.
No t-shirt is worth that.
I think I'd let her be shit covered, and I just get like a paper towel
That's
or
what.
something.
It's a life lesson. That's why you don't taunt the monkeys.
Yeah,
right?
that's why you
Yeah.
don't pretend to be an elephant.
Yeah, if you don't let her sit there covered in shit, is she going to learn her lesson?
You
No.
can't just flash signs.
About flashing gang signs. So flashing
No
gang
elephant
signs
gang
at
signs.
the apes does not go well.
It does not. It did not.
Are the elephants a rival gang?
I think
Probably.
so.
I wonder how that goes down. My money's on the elephants.
The L's and
well,
the
I don't know
chimps.
because the chimps are very nimble.
But how many would it take to take down an elephant?
You probably couldn't take one down, but they could piss it off.
Yeah,
Steal
just
its
throw
food,
poop at it.
Steal its food and shit.
Elephants are immune to poop.
I think
off.
I'm not saying they're
enough
not.
chimps could take down an elephant, right?
Really?
You
How?
think?
What would they do?
Yeah.
That,
I think they would climb all over it. It'd be like
how would they hurt
Planet
it?
of the
They
Apes.
just tear it apart.
Bite it.
Yeah. Just
Fucking
start
rip at it.
peeling
and
Elephants
ruin
have
it.
thick skin.
Yeah,
though. Can
you'd
you
have to bite it a bunch
they're-
of times.
They're great sources of leather, as we've talked about.
Elephant leather.
I don't know. I mean, maybe. There's really only one way
But
to
a
find
bunch of
out,
elephants
right?
could definitely take down a chimp, right? No, debate there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they can catch it.
One elephant could take down a chimp.
If they can
Yeah,
catch it.
they're fast.
Chimps are fast. Elephants are fast too. But
Yeah.
but elephants have a big foot. They have to slice like
Well, it's not just
They
a
can go
foot,
like
too.
20
They
miles
can-
an hour.
They
They
grab
have a large
the
toe.
trunks. They,
Yeah.
Yeah, they
you
can
know.
grab you from like 10 feet away,
yeah.
and then you're fine.
And all it has
I
to
don't
do is
know.
like land a good kick.
All
or
I'm saying is I
something.
don't know. Don't count the chimps out. You know,
I'm not.
it's a classic David versus Goliath situation.
Classic bunch of chimps versus an elephant.
But for some reason, we're just automatically giving the chimps more numbers. I'm thinking in a straight up fight.
And a 1v1,
easy.
I don't
I think an elephant
feel
would
like a
win.
monkey could kill a chimp.
No way.
I mean, I think a monkey could kill an elephant.
No.
Dude, octagon,
That's something I don't think it
chimp
could.
is fucked.
I think an elephant would
Octagon
win every time.
elephant versus chimp.
Yeah, easy.
Unless the
There's
chimp,
no room for the chimp.
unless the chimp uses the elephant's strength against itself and makes it like run into walls and stuff.
Is the chimp an Aikido master?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that in the
we really think
Yes.
he's going to apply strategy to this?
I think so.
I mean,
They're pretty smart. I've seen them.
I don't think
they
the
fuck with
elephant's
people.
going to get out of there with its genitals intact. You know? the monkey's going to do some damage, right?
See, they do have strategy.
Yeah, they know what
Yeah,
to go
they
for.
do. I agree that they have.
I've seen multiple videos where they just like they jump down and like fuck with people and like grab their hats and shit and
Yeah,
they
but-
laugh at them and stuff.
But once it does that,
But is that primal?
Once it runs
It is.
out of
or
targets on the
strategy?
elephant,
What's the difference between primal and strategy?
Well, like one is attacking something that's targeted and specific
Is it
for purpose.
conscious or subconscious?
Whereas the hat's just like, ooh, cool hat.
No, they usually you can tell they're doing it. They're laughing. They're smarter than you think. They get a kick out of it.
Have you guys ever seen that? I think it was an orangutan that learned how to spearfish from watching people spearfish.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, it had like a stick and it would stab the fish. And,
Nice.
Yeah.
See?
I was in Costa Rica one time and we got to play with I don't know, what do you call like your standard monkey? just like a monkey. Picture a monkey.
One standard monkey, please.
Yes, the standard monkey. And it because I was wearing a hat, it like got really mad at me.
Yeah, it doesn't like hats.
Specifically, really doesn't like hats.
What color
it
was
like
the hat?
chased me.
What color was that?
It was gray.
Well, there you go.
That's a problem, man. What do you think
That's
when
what it
a
was.
gray hat to a
How big was
hate gray.
this?
Crazy?
How big was this
Sorry.
monkey?
Just regular sized.
Well, you know, it's like
Standard
standard
monkey.
regular monkeys. I don't know. What do you call those?
Just capuchin?
Are they just monkeys?
What was
Yes,
that
maybe.
The
movie?
factory default.
What was that movie with the monkey who like would play sports and stuff?
That was a chimp, right?
Airbud.
Airbud
No,
is what you're
it's,
thinking of.
it's the Air Bud. Oh no, he would
The one
skateboard.
he played hockey
no, he
too, right?
skateboarded. What
That
was the one who
that was
skate-
a ape, right?
There was more
I
than
don't
one.
know.
Airbud.
There was one where he played hockey called MVP, Most Valuable Primate.
Oh yes, yeah.
And then
God,
you're
you
right,
know
there
the
was
whole
a
history?
skateboarding one too.
There was a skateboarding
I don't
monkey.
remember what that was called though.
yeah,
I don't remember if it was the same chimp either.
yeah. I don't remember, but
don't know.
I think it's about that size. It's a good size for a monkey. Hey, what about the one from Indiana Jones? Is that a monkey?
The little spider monkey that
See,
was on his shoulder.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
spider. No, they're not.
those are
spider
small
monkeys.
monkeys.
They're
I
pretty
like that.
small. They're not like.
Spider monkeys have long
Are they just
arms.
called monkeys,
I don't know.
or is that like a?
No, it's like there's apes
have
and
a-
monkeys, and I think apes don't have tails and monkeys do have tails. Is the
Okay,
So is a
this was
gorilla
a
an
monkey
ape?
for
Yeah,
sure.
Yes, gorillas
Okay.
are
Yeah.
apes.
Then what's an example of a monkey?
Capuchin monkey,
Like a
a
monkey.
spider monkey, a howler monkey.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Any of the monkeys with the long
Alright.
tail.
The natives apparently love eating monkey in like Central America. It's like one of their favorite dishes for some reason.
I heard they ate the
Because
brains.
they're assholes,
I heard they ate the brains.
and then
Yeah.
they're happy
They
that
open
they
the
killed and
skull
eat
up
A
and
them.
lot
eat
of
the
people
brains.
eat brains. Yeah.
But the kuru.
They don't know about the kuru. I wonder if it's in monkeys.
I don't know. We're pretty close.
Yeah, what are we like? 97%
Something like
genetically
that.
similar to chimpanzees.
I think it's 99.
99.
It's really close, but we're also like 95% genetically similar to bananas.
Right.
So
right. Couple percent.
there's a lot of overlapping DNA.
So to call
And
back to that CRISPR shit, like you can do like just change a little,
Yeah.
and you can do a lot.
You could be a banana that you finally wanted to be.
Yeah, you know,
A banana that doesn't poop and has wings.
I've met people who would be better off as bananas. How funny of a prank would that be if someone was
Turn you into a banana?
Someone was
Gotcha.
pregnant and you just like jabbed him with a needle and then the baby comes out and it's a banana and you're like fucking sweet prank, bro, right?
And she gets up to attack you and slips on it.
Yeah.
Double
That'd be
whammy.
hilarious.
Right on the peel.
Oh, that would be the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, we never even considered like the prank potential of CRISPR.
No, we didn't. although you accidentally put that gene drive in
Yeah,
there.
we were far too serious about it.
And,
Yeah, every future human ever.
every person who
Well,
ever
no,
gets
because-
pregnant just produces a banana.
No, that's that. The way that works is if the bananas breeded, then their children would also be bananas. That's what the gene drive would do.
So it's-
and
the
I don't think we have to worry about
problem's
that.
self-correcting.
That's already what's happening, right? Those bananas are leading to more bananas.
Yeah, they do already. What do you got there, Jeff?
So, like, what kind of monkey is that?
That looks like a capuchin.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sure.
that's that
They're mean.
probiotic drink.
Oh yeah, I've had that.
Yeah, kombucha.
Tastes like vinegar.
It does.
Yeah. I had that for the first time.
Don't hang out with them. They're assholes.
Some of them have
They're
high
pretty
enough
cool, actually.
alcohol that you like need to be carded for it. Apparently,
It said on the label this has
even
naturally.
though you need to
natural
drink like
alcohol.
3 liters of that shit, which no one could get.
It's just
through.
like
No.
fermenting sugar.
Sure.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do they make it? What's it made out of?
Kombucha.
Bananas.
It's a tea, right?
And monkeys.
It's just fermented monkeys.
I think it's fermented.
It's fermenting kombucha.
I think it's fermented tea. Is that right?
I don't know.
I think
I'm
so.
asking. I know nothing about
People
it.
have said kombucha is tea.
I've only tasted it. I haven't really worked it in.
Yeah.
I don't-
It's high in
I do
probiotic.
the apple
It's
cider
tasty.
vinegar and a probiotic pill.
I've heard that's.
I do probiotic
Good.
pill too.
I don't know
The adolfo cyclin or whatever.
what.
What?
I don't know.
That's
about
like the
that.
strain of probiotic. It's supposedly the best.
That's in apple cider vinegar.
Mine has a
No,
bunch
that's
of
in my
different
pill.
Oh,
Mine has like 15 strains or something like that, and like 30 million.
I
30
have,
million? Dude, I got like 7 billion in mine.
I don't know.
It's crazy. I have a whole civilization I'm consuming.
personally, I don't take probiotics.
Sick.
I just
Maybe mine's billion.
I
can't
play
remember.
out the Horton Hears a Who thing in my head when I eat one of those.
I let
Do
my
you guys
bo-
remember that Seuss story?
No.
Yeah,
It
where
was-
the people lived on the fleck of dust.
Yeah, it was
right?
like on a dandelion that you blow.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it was like
Oh.
on one of those.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember
Horton
that.
is like the elephant. And
And
he's
they,
like,
and they didn't believe one of the Who's could communicate with Horton,
Right.
and they didn't believe him. They're like, "You're stupid. This is the whole world.
right.
How dare you?" And they like persecuted him. And then it ends. They burn him at the stake, and then their world ends due to global warming, and because they were anti-science.
Yep.
I lied. Mine were 30.
But so my pill of 7 billion bacterial colonies,
Mine's 30 billion.
I always play that out.
Is it
deal
30
with
billion?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's actually 30 billion.
You
I
looked
just
it up?
yeah.
Oh, nice.
I
Yeah,
don't
they're-
take
it's crazy how
any
much.
probiotics.
I
totally helped my
I try to keep my
digestion.
body empty.
So
What's wrong with the digestion?
all sorts of things.
I feel
Yeah,
like my
I'm
digestion
interested in
is
this.
pretty standard.
I'm not going into that.
What are your poops like?
Terrible.
Yeah, wet.
Yeah.
What are the ballistic qualities of your poop?
Chaos. Just chaos.
Really? You guys are weird. I've been fine my whole life, and I probably have the worst diet of anyone here.
Yeah, like I said, my body's
worse
been
than
fucked
mine?
up since
I
I was
don't know, maybe not,
16,
no.
and it's just only gotten worse.
I think we have comparable diets, probably.
Probably.
What's your diet, Jake?
As
if there's a structure to it.
There isn't. It's whatever they have catered at work.
yeah, I've been there before.
And then at night, I either have beer for dinner,
That's actually similar to Cole.
or I just eat whatever's I go to the taco truck down the street and get some tongue tacos.
Yeah, mine is
Cole's not catered.
Mine is whatever is at work.
Cole's business
is
has a
cafe.
cafeteria.
Mine is whatever is at work, which is usually pretty good, pretty balanced. Usually pretty like,
your company has. Do they switch meals? Do they have
Oh,
like
yeah.
a breakfast offering?
Oh,
and then
yeah.
changes to lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, like it's so obvious.
oh, who's
His is like a full
you're
kitchen.
eating the same thing for breakfast and lunch? That's madness.
I have to bring my own food to work.
That is madness.
Yeah.
I would quit.
like a pack animal.
So no, you go for breakfast, and breakfast is always like they always do like eggs, breakfast burritos, or like cereal, milk, or like whatever you want, really.
That's a great way to be productive.
Omelets, and then
It's breakfast burrito to get you going in the morning.
Oh,
yeah, that will just put me out.
and then they have like oatmeal and hard boiled eggs and grapefruit and all that kind of stuff too.
Okay, that's a little better.
And then you make your way to lunch, and they usually have they have a lot of different options.
They switch it up.
Oh yeah, it's endless options. Usually it's some sort of meat, like a chicken or beef or
Can you
something
get
like
some
that.
smoked human?
No, they have never had that yet.
Sorry,
I was
Jake.
just thinking that.
I know you are.
Some kind of meat.
I could see you sitting back there, just looking out the window, like examining the possibilities.
But yeah, I guess it's not that bad of a diet. Maybe that explains why my poops are so
Probably
normal.
all right, yeah.
Because apparently Jake and Jeff have issues with poops.
Mine are just very inconsistent.
Yeah, mine too.
there
Just like your diet.
And there are a lot of them.
It's been better in the more recent years, but that's mainly because of probiotic and dietary changes.
But Jake's poop suffer from quantity, not quality.
I can gauge how strong coffee is by whether I make it
to the bathroom,
10 minutes before I have to take a shit. No, that would be extreme. That would be really good coffee.
it kicks in,
so
and
it's-
you're running.
It's better coffee if you have to poop sooner.
Yes.
Wow.
It's certainly stronger.
probably.
Another reason I don't drink coffee.
Which I consider.
I don't
oh,
coffee
it's a
either.
great laxative.
I've
one of
heard-
the things
yeah.
I look for.
You don't drink coffee, Cole?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, nice.
don't
It's,
drink-
it's so rare to find another person who doesn't
Yeah.
drink coffee.
I don't.
I don't
drink
know, I
coffee
just-
either.
People I've talked to
School
who have
guys.
it, they're very dependent on it.
I'm just over
and I don't
here.
want that.
Yeah.
They're like,
I've never-
I can't start my
I
day
don't
until I have my
drink
coffee. And I'm
coffee.
like, I don't want to get involved in that.
Right.
No, it's fine.
So I drink it when I'm at work.
I got a
I never
massive
drink
headache
it on the
because I didn't drink my
weekends.
coffee.
Right.
That doesn't sound like something I want
That's
to
why
start.
I just do cocaine instead.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, just take a quick hit.
Right.
Meth.
No.
No,
Not even twice.
Good
Meth
stuff.
gives you the sleepies.
For lifeies.
No, but I don't know. I never had the desire to have coffee.
So we've covered some ground so far. We covered some, could a chimp kill an elephant? Never really hit like a good resolution on that.
I think it was
no,
obvious.
I'm pretty sure we got that
Well,
immediately.
an elephant can kill a chimp.
No question.
Yes, I think
Could one chimp kill an elephant?
maybe
don't
we
know.
all hit consensus, and I just
Okay.
didn't notice.
All right, let's move on to a different topic.
What was the topic? Who could win in a fight?
Yeah.
Didn't you have something you wanted to tell us about?
Oh, you had a story.
Yeah, you had a story you want to talk about.
I think I've come to a conclusion why I'm still single.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
'Cause, I mean, a lot of people have theories. Most of them probably have to do with my looks, personality,
Lack thereof.
agreeableness. Yeah,
Lack thereof.
exactly. Exactly.
Thereof. Lack thereof.
Exactly.
All of these
Yeah,
belligerentness.
just general desirable
belligerentness?
traits that people look for in a mate.
Yeah, you're very ugly and hard to get along with.
Yeah. But actually, what I think it is, here's what I honestly think it is, because I could have found someone by now if I wanted to. Like
Sure.
I've
You've
turned
dated
down
people in
I have
the
turned down
past.
people.
Is it the
It's not
shit
like I-
smearing
There was a
thing?
girl that wanted
people-
to marry you.
Do women not like the
There's
shit
been multiple
smearing
girls
thing?
who want to marry me.
You've turned
Sure.
down multiple people that I liked.
Yes. So
Yeah.
that's I first of all, I
don't
think
like
I
a lot
should
of
say
people.
I've come to the realization that I am my own worst enemy in this
Yeah.
regard.
Yeah, probably.
Jake.
But
Jake, can you get the bourbon?
Yes.
I think what I've realized is that I have a lot of goals that I want to achieve in my life, and I don't think I'm the best version of myself yet. And so any person I find right now, I'm going to think that I could do better once I'm the best version of myself.
Yeah.
Does this sound bad?
No, but so my thing that's rattling around in my head, and like something I've had to grapple with my wife is that it's a kind of shitty luxury that's not fair that men are able to. We have the option of doing nothing for 5 years, and it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, like we can fuck around and then go find a career and do things, and then at 40 we can say like, hey, I want to have a family. We can
Right.
still pull that off.
You're saying because of like the biological
Right.
needs.
But yeah,
and-
because I think nowadays it's harder to succeed younger. It kind of takes longer
Yeah.
to get it deep into your career. I think a lot of people don't really like hit mid-stride in their career
Sure.
until they're 30 something. Just 2
that's
generations
why they're all
ago,
Mormon.
people were having kids at 16. My grandma had my mom when she was 16.
Yeah.
And that wasn't uncommon. You just kind of like get out of high school or don't even.
Right. Totally.
And then you just start your life.
Yeah,
you just get a job bagging groceries and you buy a house on that
Right.
income. You know, you just get going.
That just
But
doesn't
you
happen
can't
anymore.
Guess
do
I'll
that
just
anymore.
buy a little bungalow in Santa Monica.
Yeah, exactly. But now males, unfortunately, we still it's fortunate for us, but it sucks for the chicks. We still have that option to kind of fuck around for a while.
We're like, I'm not ready to do my thing
so
yet.
Cole over here is like, I'm not my perfect self yet. I'm gonna, wait 10 years.
self-actualize before I find a mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel sorry for
that never happened before,
right.
really.
And I'm not saying that like if we have any women listeners that Jake hasn't driven away yet, which I really doubt. But
We have one
Wait,
who
that Jake's driven them away,
Yeah.
or that we have any listeners?
I'm not saying that procreation is your only means of fulfillment. Obviously, there's a lot of avenues, and everyone's different. But
Sure.
that's certainly.
but it's the only one I give a shit about.
that's a recipe for the majority of people, I would think. I just think that's kind of an unfortunate side effect of how today works.
Yeah, it really is. And I've actually read a little
So
bit.
yeah, you're waiting.
Well,
I
and
don't
you
know
have the
what it is.
opportunity
Like
to.
anytime I find someone,
If
even though there's nothing wrong with them, I still feel like
He's just not.
I'm not ready for this yet.
if it makes
I
you
think
feel
he's
better,
like, this isn't the perfect thing.
if it makes you feel better, you're going to decline physically for the rest of your life.
I don't think that's true. I think
Yeah.
I'm hitting my physical peak right now, and I'm 32.
I've
well,
heard that
because
quite
now
a bit,
you're working
actually.
out, but you're gonna like
No, I
your
exercised a lot when I was
joints,
younger.
Everything is gonna deteriorate, like all that shit.
Oh, my joints are definitely worse.
Right, like
You're
all
right.
that
They're
your
definitely
hair is
worse.
gonna get thinner. Like
Yeah.
it's not that's not getting any better.
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, but
so
a
you know,
lot of like look at fucking Sean Connery, right?
yeah, he
He turned into
He's like
just
a fine
this
wine.
handsome, suave badass.
Yeah.
But like the older and more grizzled he gets, the more my mom talks about how
That's
how
probably-
handsome he
that's
is.
probably
How
what's
much
gonna-
swooning is
Oh
involved?
yeah,
Yeah, that's about right.
but you're right.
Yours had a lot to do
dating
with
has
diet.
changed a lot, though.
yeah.
Because I read a little bit of, Aziz Ansari.
I think
Yeah.
getting rid of the sex before marriage thing has changed it significantly
Oh,
too.
yeah.
We're not just
Oh,
like
yeah.
diving into that commitment anymore like we used
True.
to.
But
Yeah.
Aziz Ansari wrote a book called Modern Romance. It's about, I've only read like the first like 10 pages.
Aziz Ansari is one of the great thinkers of our lifetime.
No, I'm not saying that, but he has a lot
Okay.
of like commentary on like modern society.
You know, I kind
yeah,
of
he's
think
got excellent commentary.
I kind of
Yeah.
think comedians are like they have to view the world in unique ways.
Well, I think they're more objective because they've been like nurtured as the other. That's how they developed is
Yeah.
on the outside, and that's where humor often comes from.
Well, I actually think that like
So they have an objective view.
for our world where maybe they're like if you met someone who called themselves a philosopher, you'd be like, ugh.
Yeah, you're a dumbass probably. You don't
Yeah.
know shit about shit. They're probably
Yeah.
like regurgitating just tier 1 philosophy.
So like
Right.
the comedians are probably like a better source of you know
Yeah.
just thought.
Introspection.
I at least think they have less biases framing their opinions
yeah.
because they're on the outside.
So actually, Aziz Ansari, he's done like if you watch
Yeah.
the show Master of None.
Yeah, I'm not
or-
talking shit on Aziz. It just seemed interesting that like you're
No,
citing him as
He's
he
like
wrote
one
a
of
whole-
these people in culture that is like known as someone that has a big commentary on how dating is in the modern
okay.
world. Yeah,
I've never listened to his stand-up.
like his stand-up is almost there's an entire special like this revolves around it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about modern
He's a-
dating and how
yeah.
things have changed.
Interesting.
And the whole book he wrote is with like some like Harvard person who like does studies on this kind of stuff.
Really?
And they did a bunch of look at like how dating was and how it is today and what's changed.
Aziz, if you're listening, I'm sorry. Apparently, apparently you know what's up. You're an authority on this.
So so they did a bunch of studies and all this shit, and they just kind of like looked at all how things are now. And what they're saying is, he interviewed a bunch of people that were at the retirement home, and they would always say when they kind of got done with school or whatever it was, they just kind of found someone and got married.
Yeah,
It was never like there was never, especially for women, there was never like a time where like they could just go off and do what they wanted to do. Or
yeah.
go
It's
to-
like when you had those class assignments and they said, "Okay, everyone, partner up," and you just kind of like look around.
Exactly.
And you're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you'll do."
I can
Exactly.
tolerate
Yeah.
this person.
It was
Exactly.
it was the next step.
Well-
it was the find someone and get married, and it wasn't about even really about finding a mate.
The ladder was
So-
very prescribed.
My
Like
grandfather,
you do this and then this and then this, and that's what your life's going to be.
yeah, and my grandfather he proposed to my grandmother on their second date.
Holy shit!
And that's not that uncommon
Common.
for that
Yeah,
era.
and
Like,
back then it's like,
it
oh,
was
it's
like
so
within
romantic.
a month they were getting married.
Love at
and-
second sight.
So one step further than that, an example. My boss is he's Indian, so
Yeah.
he's pretty
Whoa,
Americanized.
racist.
No, literally Indian, not Native American.
Okay.
The Native Americans are the most Americanized.
He pretty much had an arranged marriage.
Yeah.
And there was one of my other coworkers was getting married, and he said, I just remember this because it was really weird how it stood out to, I believe, almost not necessarily the opposite, but it's just not the only thing about it. He said, marriage is only about commitment.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's part of it, but there's so much more
Marriage
to like what love is.
a commitment.
Sure.
Well, they would ask,
But it was
people,
like, that was the only thing that mattered, was like being committed to this marriage, regardless if anything happens. Like, you aren't the same people. He's
You
like, me
make
and my
it
wife
work.
couldn't be more different.
Yeah.
And it's like, that is just, to me, I would have not got married.
That's common though.
Yeah.
That's common for that,
Sure.
generation. And like
I'm not saying it's not about commitment.
he was asking them, he's like, can you, he's like, describe why you love your partner. And like the older people would be like, just kind of bland things, just like, like, yeah, like you said, like they're always there for me, like,
Right.
commitment, that kind of stuff. Or like describe your partner, and like they describe them like more quantitatively, and then you like, describe your partner to younger people.
When you say quantitatively,
Yes.
are you talking girth or length?
Describe your partner. Well, she's 120 pounds.
Essentially that, right? It was. It's more like I love them because of just generic reasons. And then they asked people our age or
I love my
Describe
husband
your-
Herbert because he has an 8-inch cock and it's fat as a baseball bat.
no, but they asked like people our age, and they're like, "Oh, this person
he
completes me."
plays my giner like a Stradivarius violin.
No, but for real, like they ask people our age, and they're like,
And we say different things.
"Yeah, this person completes me. I can't imagine life without
I was
them."
just thinking, like, what would I say about my wife? And it's exactly that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm inadequate in the ways that she is strong,
Yeah.
and it's a balance. I'm not
Right.
whole without her,
Yeah.
I'm a shitty half person without my wife.
And I think that's a part of that is just how you relate to the person. It doesn't necessarily have to be opposites. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same. It's just that you
complementary aren't necessarily opposites.
right. You just
Right, yeah.
understand each other a lot, and I think that doesn't necessarily happen when you have weird arranged marriages.
Well, we were together for 12 years. There was,
Yeah.
before we got married.
Yeah,
There's
and
a
I was-
lot of understanding
and I
that,
was-
went wrong.
right.
Yeah, and
Same
with your
same
wife,
situation.
you
I
were
was
7
like
years or
7,
something.
8
yeah.
years. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't
It's
know.
more common now, by the
Sure,
way.
yeah.
A lot more common.
Yeah,
Well,
it
and
is.
it's really weird I worked in an office with a ton of older people. Like I
Yeah.
was like one of the youngest people there, and it was just constantly like, so when's this happening?
Yeah.
It's like that's just not even like in my narrative at the
ignorant,
moment.
yeah.
I'm gonna do this whenever the hell I'm gonna do
So
this.
Cole, you've
if
been
I
with,
want to at all.
You've been with women for 2 or 3 years,
yeah.
and it just didn't work out. Yeah.
well, there
I
was-
guess so.
But
I
you,
mean,
but you gave it enough time to know
I
that.
was with
and it does
my
take that
last
long.
long-term relationship was 3 years.
Yeah.
And there was nothing wrong with it.
But if you had a 3-year relationship and weren't married 30 years ago,
Oh, yeah, that would be
what the fuck are
heresy.
you doing? You got to move on for that dirtbag. He's
Yeah.
just using you. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. It's just different these days, I guess. People just
Some people still say shit like that.
But the
too.
weird thing is that these couples who got married for different reasons back in the old days, they tend to seem like they're staying together longer.
Well, I think
that, too.
the idea of divorce is
True.
really on the table for a lot of
True.
people. No
Yeah,
matter how
true.
much they hate the person they're with,
Right.
it could be the least favorite person
better
on
off.
the planet.
You're better off killing
It's
them.
weird, but they it's weird.
Sometimes they think that, by the way.
Sometimes they do that.
Yeah.
but they mold their relationship into something that kind of works. Like it's not
Right.
about love in that point. It's like it's more like this. It's like this
So,
partnership, but
it's
it's not.
accepted.
It's weird. It's
and
weird.
that's fine. And I've seen it play out in people that I know pretty well.
yeah,
And to me, it bums me out.
I agree.
It's just it's not what I'm looking for.
I'm a
Doesn't have
huge
to be that.
I'm a huge hopeless romantic. That's another
Sure.
problem of mine. I expect
Yeah,
to
I
like
get that.
I expect to like bump into my
This is like one of those job
Yeah.
interviews where you're like, describe your greatest weakness, and it's like the weakness that's a strength.
Right.
You're like,
No,
I'm
it is.
obsessed with
no,
perfection.
it has it
I
does
try too hard.
Well, Cole is the person
I
in the
care too
modern
much.
age that won't date via Tinder or won't.
Yeah,
be,
that's
yeah.
true. That
I
is
self
true.
I like,
Grindr?
I sabotage myself all the time.
I'm saying that more to give you shit than because it's
Sure.
a viewpoint that matters.
And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing either. By the way,
Yeah.
it's just
Giving Cole
it
shit
is
or
no, no, him not being on Grinder. Like you do what you want, man.
I've liked a lot of your girlfriends, but I don't think any of them were the one.
I agree.
You haven't made a move yet that I'd be like, what the fuck is Cole doing?
I think
Thank you.
I think
Hasn't happened yet.
Have you ever listened to Tim Minchin's point on the one?
Yes.
It's a very interesting point. In
Is that like the Jet
it's like,
Li movie?
It's impossible to ever find the one.
Well, you don't get to meet every chick ever, right?
Right,
It's gonna be someone within a drivable distance
Well,
from you.
it's a
But what he
one.
goes,
Yeah.
what he
You're
goes to
limiting
is
your-
this is someone that's compatible with me, and
Enough.
It's more romantic because I chose you, not because I bumped into you and we just happened to be the one.
I think it's
I
A1.
continue to choose you,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something that
I think
is-
it's
works for
A1.
you.
I
And
think there's
remember,
a lot
at
of
any
ones-
point in time,
That's
I can unchoose you.
Yeah,
So get your shit together.
joke about that, but it's true. And maybe not your shit together, but that is how it works.
I don't know.
Continue to choose the other person.
So I agree. I think it's A1. I think there's probably multiple people on the planet you're compatible with, but I don't think I guess what it comes down to, I just haven't found A1.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Most steakhouses carry it. Sorry,
I can't find it.
Sorry.
Anyways, that's
Yeah.
So you're like, I got to tell a story about why I'm still single.
no. That wasn't what I didn't.
That
say
was it?
I didn't say that. I said I need to.
So I'm a hopeless romantic.
No, that's not what. That's not my point. My point
I
was
those. You had some unique take on this.
I thought
I've
it
heard
was
that
gonna,
story a
here's
million
the
times.
story of why I'm still single.
No,
you
no,
guys know
I
about
didn't say
Prince
story.
Albert
Pretty
piercings.
profound, guys.
I didn't say story. I said I had the realization is like because I've been
That it's your fault?
no because I'm like I have this idea of what I'm going to be in the future.
Yeah.
And I feel like that person is going to be the person to finally find the person that's going to be right for them.
Okay, you just passing the buck to future Cole.
Yeah.
Okay, he'll take care of
He'll
it.
take care of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Most of my
That's
actions
one way
are
to
framed
think.
by like I got to hook up future Jeff. Like most of my life right now
Sure.
is about me in 5 years.
Sure.
man,
Like,
but you guys got
that guy's gonna be fucking set because of what I'm doing right now.
Sure.
There was I think it was a Joe Rogan podcast where they were talking about how you have to there's a lot of these people that plan everything they're doing as a plan for the future. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna put all this money
You
away.
never end up living.
And you never you just sit there and you gotta realize that I'll be rich at one point and I
don't
can
think
go
I do
do
that
these
either.
things.
Yeah,
Why not just do the things that you love that you are capable of
I
doing
think I'm doing
now?
both.
Sure.
I'm saying
I'm not
both.
saying you aren't.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying that line of thinking doesn't necessarily make sense.
No,
So
in the extremes.
maybe that's fine. I'm not saying find a person is the way that you have to live. I'm just saying that to put it off to your future self is not the best way to go.
definitely
about
I'm
it.
not
guarantee.
putting it off to interest. I'm
Sure.
saying
Sure.
my future self will be
More ready to
like
handle
I feel like
That's what
that
they
kind of
want.
person is a person. My future self with the person once I've figured everything else out. Like I'm so focused on everything else I'm doing.
Yeah.
The person in the future self who has a little more idea of what's
He'll
going
be smarter.
on. He'll be smarter and he'll be more attractive.
How old are you?
26.
Oh fuck, dude. When I was 26, I was such a dumbass.
What do you mean was?
Yeah, well, I'm still stupid, and I know that.
It
but
was then
at
too.
26, I didn't know I was stupid.
Yeah.
You know?
I just feel like that person is going to be.
Yeah, who would be stupid at 26?
I don't know.
Everyone.
It's hard to explain. I just feel like I'm. Maybe what they say like you're not in the right point in your life or something. Maybe that's it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing too is it's not. It shouldn't be a rush to do it. It is fine to find the right person. If it is your goal
If I
to get
find
married
someone-
and have kids, and that's like the thing.
Yeah, he's
go
not
for
saying
it.
he's not open to it.
Right.
Like,
Getting married
Yeah.
isn't like just having sex. It's not a rush to finish first. You know, you're not.
have you ever lost?
Yes,
Has Christine ever won?
I am not going to air that details.
But you know what I'm
That
saying.
details.
We're gonna bleep that name.
Yeah,
Please
do.
Cut this out.
All I'm saying is that I feel like yes, I'm open. I don't know. They say that when you find A1 or the one, you'll know.
Yeah.
I hope that's true. Otherwise, I'll probably be forever.
I don't think there's any rules about this
No, I
at
don't-
all.
yeah.
Ever.
You'll know if you.
There's a
find
lot of
A1.
speculation, and it's
Yeah,
all
but
bullshit.
you know what I mean. They say you know when you like. You guys both know you're married, and you would say probably that you're married to the one or A1
Yeah,
for
sure.
you.
But when did you know? Right?
Yeah,
It's
when
not
did you
the
know?
same
That's
point
the
for
question.
everyone, right?
I didn't marry for 8
That's
years.
what I'm curious about. When did you know? Did you know?
I don't think
immediately
there was a
something-
moment for me.
But
Yeah.
was it something was different immediately?
The reason that it took me so long was I take marriage like really seriously, and I wanted to have.
Sure.
I view marriage as I'm also taking responsibility for this person. That if their life falls apart, I'm going to help them out. You know, and I wasn't in a place for a long time where I was even able to offer that.
Yeah.
So it
But
took.
when did you know that Allie was a person that you wanted to be that with?
Very quickly,
Very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
for sure.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Sure.
I haven't had that experience. I don't. And what about you?
But
There was never like a
it wasn't.
moment, but
yeah, this is the thing. It's not a moment. It's a series of choices and an overwhelming feeling that you start to get.
well, you had
I
some
remember
punctuation in your life that kind of put things in
Sure.
perspective.
Well,
Right? Wasn't it your dog died? And
Yeah, well, I'll explain that story. But as a general, like, if you're talking about the beginning of a relationship,
I'm talking about beginning when you first meet the people.
Yeah, see, I think.
Did you know there's something different about them when you first met
I
them?
don't know. This is really hard because we know Jeff's wife is going to listen to this.
Sure, that's fine. She can listen to it though. No, I think it's more that when you
We'll
first
tell
start
you
a
what he really
relationship-
thinks later, Kelly.
when you first start a relationship, it's all a crapshoot. You don't know the person. I
know
don't.
you
I
don't.
don't think.
I know
I
you
don't
don't.
think there's like love at first sight is fine, but that's like serious. I don't think that exists other than attraction.
Yeah, that's lust.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
lust.
Lust at first
So,
But-
once you get to know the person, I definitely knew there was there's some weird bond here. Like we were joking about
Okay,
weird things.
so
that-
you did know.
She did tell me you guys did some weird bondage the first
Yeah.
time.
There was always weird bondage.
So
No, it's just
so there was
we
something.
were making jokes.
Jake smiled
that,
and
like,
leaned
just
forward.
Whatever reason they can.
there was a
Sure.
connection that is not common.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it before.
Okay.
Sure,
Because
I agree with that.
You were like 17.
There was other girls that I was
He's
interested in.
dated other girls and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was everything. Honestly, there wasn't anything that serious other than this, but there was a couple things before, and it was just like an overwhelming feeling of, oh, this is like a very different thing.
Yeah.
But so,
For you too, Jeff?
what you're specifically talking about?
And Jake?
Yeah, this was like the first woman.
I have weird feelings when
Versus
it comes
girl.
to like what marriage is.
I know you do.
Sure.
And what
Well-
purpose it serves. So I don't know if
I agree with that.
I'm not talking
honestly.
about that though. I'm talking about just being the person with you're with.
it's a gradual thing.
a gradual
I
thing?
agree. I agree too. You get to these decision points where you know something goes wrong, you have a fight, or something goes right, and you're like, wow, this is a moment, and we have to make a choice here, and
Right.
you make that choice, and whatever choice you make, it's probably the right one,
Yeah.
and it's a collection of those, and then eventually, you're like, wow, I've made this same choice consistently. Like there's
I keep
really
opting
something
back into this.
Right.
There's really something here.
Yeah.
Like
That's the thing. Is it is
I'm doing
always
this
a
for a
choice,
reason,
even
right,
when
you know?
you commit. Commitment means that you continue to choose.
Yeah.
That's the big thing to me. So what you were talking about though, the specific moment where I realized, okay, marriage is now something that I want to do, was our dog died, and like both Kelly and I were broke. We just were basically dead for a couple days.
Yeah.
Just like dead inside.
Just like your dog.
Yeah, just like our dog was. But he's dead. He can't hear it
You're
now.
the one who talks about eating humans.
It's personal though.
it wasn't a specific human.
and I do agree. I do agree that dogs dying is oftentimes sadder than humans.
it's usually sadder than
Yeah.
humans.
It freaking wrecked us. So, but anyways, at this moment in life, like everything had been pretty status quo up until this moment, and then there was this moment of fatality exists,
Yeah.
and
You're confronted with your existential crisis.
right. I was confronted with
The
I can
limitations
lose
of your
things.
existence.
I
Yeah.
can lose things, and holy shit, this woman that I'm with, I don't want to lose.
Right.
And I was like, the only thing I know how to keep, which just sounds really shitty, but
Yeah.
I wanted to keep her.
Well, that's why I said that. That's why I kind of talked about when I
This-
spoke at your wedding. I was
this
like,
one's a
I've seen you
keeper.
go through a lot of fads, and
Sure.
somehow Kelly stuck around for this long.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
that's pretty big.
Yep, you're not wrong. I do
Yeah.
have fads. A lot of them, some of them have stuck around. Not a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Kelly's one of the few.
I'm glad the
Music, mountain biking,
the
photography.
hip hop dancing went away. I was
I love dancing.
I personally,
I know. What's wrong with that?
I'm hoping.
I
that,
will
I'm
attribute-
hoping
about that
parkour
one.
comes back.
Hold
I hope
on.
parkour comes back.
Parkour.
You were into parkour for a little bit.
He was into
Never did
backflips.
parkour.
I thought
No,
you
it
were
was more to do
parkour.
with dance. Yeah, I did backflips. That was because of
acrobatics
dance.
in general. Yeah.
I will attribute any confidence that I had in high school after high school was because I started dancing.
Really?
So it's like, yeah, seriously. Because I had very little when I was like junior year is when I started.
Oh, if you can dance in high school, it goes a long way.
All of a sudden I became like, there was just no fright behind things anymore. There was
Yeah.
like no social. I gave it up. I gave up caring.
That's cool.
And it was I attribute a lot of things in my life because I did that.
Yeah.
That's when you met your wife too.
No,
Dance moves sealed the deal.
I mean, as after that.
it was after that. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So maybe you wouldn't have met her. if you
Yeah,
didn't
I
dance.
definitely gained a lot of confidence. And I think that comes with just getting older and being like
Yeah.
a senior in high school. But it happened at that time. And before I was just like the shy kid that sat next to a wall just eating his
do you,
lunch.
do you ever incorporate it into your foreplay?
Oh yeah, all the
You
time.
just hip hop
Yeah,
dance
yeah.
at her?
Just moonwalk into the room.
You know
Is that
how I
hip hop
be.
dancing?
I think.
What do they call that? Where the feet just kind of switch positions a lot?
Oh yeah, I
MC
like that
Hammer?
one.
And What?
Yeah, MC Hammer does that move. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that shit. Do you shuffle your way to the bed?
I don't know.
With your fists on your hips?
Oh yeah, you go.
It's hammer time.
No, there's no video.
And your dick's just helicoptering?
24/7. It's actually doing it right
I
now.
would
You
love
can't
that.
see it.
That'd be
Oh,
amazing.
I can see it.
That'd be amazing.
That's why he wasn't that into having wings.
Yeah, because I have a helicopter ticket.
Yeah,
I just fly away anyways.
method of propulsion. Okay.
Yeah, why would you guys want wings? I can just do that anyway.
Helicopters are way more versatile.
And
You can't hover with wings
It's easier to weaponize a helicopter too.
because you can pause and aim.
yeah. Well, that's interesting then. So there was but I guess the thing I'm trying to get at is like, is there when you first meet them, do you know there's something different?
no, and I think that's
No?
no, not initially. Like you meet the person, there's some lust involved because
Because all you know
I
is
find
what
this
you
person
see.
attractive.
Attraction.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I see their
So-
physique, and that's it. That's all I know so far. That's my data set. Yeah.
And maybe after a few dates, that's when you'll know. Once you like get to start talking to them and knowing
I think
them,
it's still fakery.
But it's
yeah,
not,
you just
a long
don't
time.
know
it's
immediately.
not knowing. It's more like
It develops into it.
yeah. It's
mo-
a gradual.
Is it like more like
There's
this is
no
possible?
cutoff.
Like you're not.
I don't think there's a cutoff where you're like 3 weeks in. You're like, all right,
Do you guys
now.
You remember in Firefly the Niska episode where they talk about this one philosopher and he's like, you travel with a man, know him for 100 days, talk endlessly about every issue, and then you hang him over a volcano. Only then will you meet the man.
Right, yeah.
It's the same thing with any relationship that until you go through certain situations with people,
Right, you have to hang them over a volcano.
and know how they react when the circumstances
Metaphorically.
result in real consequences.
right.
That you can build that deeper bond.
Yeah, I mean, especially
That's
those first
why
dates. Everyone's
when
on
I
their best
date
behavior.
women, I waterboard them really, really early
Vigorously.
on.
Well, there's something to be said about the honeymoon phase.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wanted to touch on this with you actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because you get that first impression of
Yeah.
them, and this is a big deal when people move in together,
Oh yeah.
right? Because before, when you're just dating, you're volunteering for that social interaction.
Yeah.
You're signing up to go hang out with that person, and
Right.
you're putting on makeup. You're mentally preparing.
Right.
That's totally different than when you're next to that person. They fart in their sleep, and you trip over their dirty laundry, and their
Sure.
dish is in the sink still.
Yeah.
You know, when you have to live with them and you realize that they have flaws like everyone else, it's
Yeah.
a whole
Sure,
new
exactly.
realization.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
everyone's-
compromise.
And then you have this person next to you with
Yeah.
all of their flaws just open, bare to you, and then you see that other person who all you know is their perfect physique in that first layer. That's a carefully constructed facade of how they
Right.
present themselves to the world. It's just a skin deep
Right.
representation, and you compare and contrast those two, and sometimes it's difficult.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
There's just so much more beyond the first date.
But you
There's
have to,
so
you have
much
to
more beyond
realize what's going
the
on there.
third date.
Yeah.
That's the thing. is
Oh
you-
yeah. The first date it's 100% marketing mode, right? It's
of course. So
it's-
that's my point.
It's not even
Dude,
like
the first 100 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not even conversation, right? It's more like analyzing. It's more
Right.
like reading the subtext of what every word means and what everything that they're putting forward. And
so
You can't
this
do it
is
in
why
just conversations. You have to go through experiences together.
this is
but
why
what I'm saying is, they show a lot of, at least how like movies will portray it is like.
Yeah, but don't
this. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I expect
Disney
that.
bullshit,
I'm
yeah.
not saying I expect that or believe that. But what I'm saying is that. Is there a difference in those first dates with the people you ended up with than first dates with other people?
No.
No, it's the same first date.
Yeah. I mean, so with
You're
my
infatuated.
wife, we had like an 11-hour AIM conversation.
I remember that, and
about
that's
everything.
not normal.
and
is
it was
that wasn't
awesome.
normal for you.
Yeah, I've done that. with
Sure.
a couple people. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, Amy was
But
like how I talk to
I don't want to
girls.
I don't want to like diminish what
No,
I had
of
with
course
her.
not. I don't think it is.
But yeah, I've had like great first dates with a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wonderful people in the world.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know?
You can have connections with all sorts of people.
But then when it gets
Yeah.
down to the important
But then
things,
you go
Yeah.
through some
you
shit.
find out what you're
Yeah, the
it's
be-
going
see-
through shit together.
Yeah, and that's where my wife like really comes alive. Is like when shit hits the fan,
yeah.
she's how they say fight or flight. There's also fight, flight, or freeze. And
Yeah.
and she is an actor. She will respond and do shit, and she puts other people first.
Yeah.
Just all the qualities that will not come forward until you actually go through some shit
Sure.
together.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that I like the most in my wife. Is things that you will never see in 100 dates.
Right.
I could go to a dinner and movie with her 1,000,000 times and never learn that.
Yeah.
Because you have to prove it to see
Yeah.
it.
And so that's the thing is that while the dinner and the dates are important,
Yeah.
They're hugely important. Like you need to be able to interact with this person every day.
You need to go do shit.
And not only that,
it takes time.
And not just need to interact, you need to like thrive when you're interacting.
Which is
with
why
them.
you going and dating people for 2 years and then breaking it off is not unreasonable.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I
No, I don't
think
think
it
it is either.
takes sometimes that long to really get a
But
feel.
with that in mind, it's also is a little unreasonable. And I mean, this isn't necessarily in your control to just go on a first date.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, here's what I do.
If you have some level of attraction after the first date, and maybe it like goes
You
really
can figure
poorly
out a
and you're
lot
done.
on the first date. Yeah, I don't want to diminish how much information
Sure.
You
can gather
can for sure
from the
come
first
someone
impression.
on the first date.
Yeah.
You can be like, no, first date,
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
I'm really good at this.
Yeah, like, no.
That's true. But when you have those times when you're like questioning,
Sure.
it doesn't mean no.
Right.
Because you don't know this
'Cause
person.
Don't they say that there's
it's
like
a facade?
spark? Don't they say there's like a spark? Isn't there something like to be said for that? Isn't there something intangible that
I don't know. I think it's something about my personality that I always just reject the fairy tale prescription
Sure,
stuff.
sure.
I think it's not that I disagree with it. It's just I'm.
But there
programmed to
was
resist
something
that.
enough to keep you awake for 11 hours, keeping a name conversation. There was a spark
She's
enough.
fucking hilarious. You
Yeah.
guys know her well.
Yeah, yeah. So there, I mean, that's what I'm saying. There was.
She's
that's what I'm
great to
saying.
talk to.
That's what I'm saying. So there was something.
But that shows that she's skilled in conversation, right?
Yes,
that
yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean
Right.
she's a great mate,
I guess.
right?
Yeah.
We don't prove that
Yeah.
until later.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I realized that early on is like I was always attracted to people that were really fun to talk to. And so,
It's a great starting
yeah,
point.
it's a great starting point.
I think it's essential.
yeah.
Well, you could have.
Well, for you probably.
me, probably, yeah.
To me, it was definitely essential. Like,
there could be a lot
gotta
of
pick someone
people
that I can
who
talk to.
are shy and isolated and introverted.
Yes.
Who would be great and fulfill you in ways that you don't really consider.
Sure.
You know, just because they.
He's talking about rim jobs.
I always consider that.
Exactly.
Consider it.
See, Jake gets it.
She's shy and quiet.
Those are the ones who love the weird
and-
shit.
Oh my god, that thing she does.
We were verandarizing after a mountain bike ride, and we were talking. Harris and I were talking about our experience with redheads. And I said I knew it got really weird when she added the word "out" to the sentence "choke me." That's the next level. It's like no, thank you. I will put my hand on your throat a little, I guess, but you're gonna be conscious when we finish.
I'm more expected you to be like, oh, I thought I already did.
Choke out versus choke. You know, whole different thing.
It's a fine line.
But yeah, those redheads, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's one of
funny
those
when you're-
stereotypes that's real.
It's
I'm only
funny when
half.
you're choking them and you hear choke me out and you don't hear the don't.
Well, if they're still able to make noise with their chokes, then they have air, because it takes air to make sound.
Oh, there's
right?
your problem.
Yeah. But if they're just
She was
moving their
still
mouth and
talking.
you don't hear anything, no air.
You're golden.
So what
And I know that from first aid, not sex, by the way. If they're choking, but you still hear, like they're,
Yeah, then you
they're
let 'em-
okay
you let 'em
a
choke
little
a
bit.
little
Yeah, they
bit,
can
yeah.
handle it. But if they're making no noise and their mouth is
That's
open,
the
they're
bad
looking at
shit.
you with terrified doe eyes, then you Heimlich. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I guess
Then you swoop in and fuck them. That's what they teach
That's
you in
the
first
chance.
aid. You see those terrified doe eyes and you're
That's
just like,
classic CPR right there.
you got
You're like-
you got a 4-minute golden window.
you're like, well, it's good to come in and you just
So I guess what has prompted it is that I've realized what has even prompted this realization about myself is that I started to realize that when I am even before first date with someone, like just getting to know someone and like thinking about going on a date, I automatically start looking for all the bad things about them.
Okay, you can say the same thing for when you're about to go into a meeting. You start thinking of all the bad things could happen.
Yeah.
It's just human
But
nature.
I'm like talking myself out of this person
Yeah.
before even
I get that.
meeting them.
Maybe you're gay.
I get that in a different way, though.
I don't think so.
Maybe you're just like subconsciously against
Tony,
all these
man.
women you're with.
no,
Grinder.
I love women, but it's just when I think
The
about
only relationships you've been able to maintain are with men.
that's not true.
Really?
That's just the only sexual maintained relationship he's been able to maintain.
No, what I'm saying is that
It's 2017,
No,
man.
I'm
Come
at
on
the-
out.
I think what it is that I'm at this point in my life, I'm 26 years old, and
Yeah.
the next person I go on a date with could be the one I end up with for the rest of
Sure.
my life, and that's like immense pressure for me.
It's really, yeah. I think, especially women at that age, I think their priorities change a lot,
Yeah.
right?
And I'm at this-
long-term concerns are forefront in their mind.
We already said I'm the guy who stays up till like 1 a.m. on Amazon reading different reviews and watching product reviews for like
Yeah.
to pick the best
You're a
product.
bit neurotic about it.
Fucking
Right?
nerd.
Yeah, so I don't want to like pick bet on the wrong horse, right?
Right.
I don't want to
It's so hard to find accurate reviews on women.
I don't want to realize
That's what those
no.
dating apps are for, right?
You don't want to fuck the wrong horse.
You
No,
can't,
I have this.
you
I have
can't rate
this-
them like an Uber?
I want to fuck a 5-star horse.
I have this.
I want one that doesn't kick. That's
I
all
have
need.
this terrible fear that I'm gonna get involved with someone and I'm gonna think this is it, right? And I'm gonna think there's nothing wrong here. It's all good. I'm gonna double down and then find the thing that everyone has been talking about, where they talk about the one or a one and the connection that's so real.
Yeah, that greener grass shit is a trap, though, man.
Oh, it is. I realize that.
Okay.
But it is hard to outsee yourself.
No one
on
said
that.
it was easy.
It's hard to outsee yourself on that.
It's a gamble.
Yeah.
It's 100% a gamble. Like
Yeah.
This is why polygamy is a
you
really
spending.
good idea.
What was that?
This is why polygamy is a great idea.
Yeah, sure.
If you later
that makes
on
it
find
so
someone
much
who might
harder.
be the one, you're like, you too.
You keep getting...
This I will take this one too. It's like you're at a grocery store. You don't have to just buy the one apple. You're like, oh shit, that pear looks good too. Fuck.
Well, okay, but in a
Gotta
world,
catch them all. You know? I'll have a black one and a white one.
okay, but in a world where time is our most valuable resource,
Yes.
it's like all we have.
Yeah.
It is.
That's why it's the gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what's really cool is it kind of... It removes it from your consciousness almost. Now that I have a wife who I love and I'm proud of,
Right.
I
get to do the other things.
When I interact with other women, that sexual tension
It's gone.
It's just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
It's like totally off the table.
really weird, yeah.
It's like I look at some like really hot chick at a party or like the bar or
Right.
something. It's like you have no power here. It helps.
It helps.
Keep walking, bitch.
It helps all your relationships with women. It helps you be more
Oh, yeah.
professional.
Yeah,
Work, it
I'm like
helps
objective.
everything.
Yeah,
It's the catch-22 of like.
Oh, yeah.
When you're in a relationship, it's really easy to talk to women.
Yep. And then
When you're not-
all the women want to be with you because
And,
you're
well,
in a relationship.
they're not like afraid of you. Not afraid's the right
They
word, but
wanna
they're
be.
not like
Do you think you've gotten hit on more now that you have a wedding ring?
not wearing it.
Oh, that's yeah. I don't wear mine either, but yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm a person that gets hit on.
They want to.
Harrison said he got hit on way more now that
I've
he
heard
wears
That's
it.
because
I've heard that a
Harrison's
lot.
like a Greek god.
No, but I've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot.
He may have been that before.
True.
I've definitely heard that.
Greek god.
No.
He's a little shrimpy. Come on.
And I'm the gay one in the group.
Right? Yeah, Jeff.
For Harrison?
Something you need to talk about?
I mean, of course Harrison gets hit on. Have you seen his
damn
abs?
it.
God, I'd rail that gun in a second.
We should ask Swango if he got hit on more after he got
After
a
his
ring.
ring?
I've heard that.
Because
Probably.
he turned into a fat piece of shit after he got married. He just went all downhill. So I wonder if that holds up. Can they overlook all that?
I've
and
heard
still want
it's
want
the
some
confidence. It's the confidence. It's like like
They want what they can't have, right? So
Yep.
once you stop
I think
giving
you
a
guys
shit,
are being very like.
we're definitely being sexist.
Well, because like I think what it is it's a behavioral thing. I can't believe I'm the one saying this. I think.
Bring us back to reality,
I think
Jake.
no. I think you start treating women differently when you don't want anything from them, and you start treating them like
Yeah.
you treat a
Yeah.
human.
I agree.
Yeah.
And they
It's
like
true.
that.
I agree.
They find that refreshing, and then that makes them like you.
But
Like, it's not.
It's that on a combo of less threatening because they know you're not trying to hit
Yeah,
on
that's
them.
true.
It's also the confidence that you have when you're talking to them because you don't have to impress them. You just like
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
be more natural.
you just say you just be
Yeah.
yourself and it's more alluring.
Yep. You're just a person
That's the
again.
catch-22. But
So this is what you
Which
do.
is interesting. Yeah, because
That's what you do.
if only you could do that to begin with.
Yeah,
Just be
right?
more
I know,
authentic.
right?
Yeah.
Here's what you do. Fake girlfriend.
yeah.
You don't have a real one.
Fake wedding ring.
Fake wedding ring. and then
Wait, a girlfriend and a wedding ring?
you befriend the kind of women you want to date,
Okay.
and then
You say your wife died.
fake wife dies.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
This
can't
is
be, not a divorce.
this is just like my ideal scenario for when you want some time off at work and you tell them that you're having a kid,
you want a lot of time
but
off.
you also tell them that the
That's when
kid-
you want months off. That's a
that's-
card you only play
get
once.
You get that parental leave.
You only get
Yeah,
4
but then-
grandparents.
California has equal paternity leave to
Yeah.
maternity leave.
Yep.
We get like 6 months or something retarded.
It's
Yeah.
not sexist that way. It is stupid, but it's not sexist.
Yep.
No, but what you do is you take the parental leave.
Can you imagine like month 5 of paternal leave? Like fuck, can I go back to work yet?
If I'm still getting
Please.
paid the same salary,
Really?
If you had a kid, you probably wouldn't be thinking that. You'd probably
I would do other
Well,
things.
I definitely wouldn't be at home being a parent the whole time.
Yeah.
8 hours a day, I would still
So
be
here's
gone.
what you
Yeah.
do: you go to work. You say, "Oh, this kid came out of my wife's pussy. I gotta leave for 6
As
months."
they do.
And then you get a side job, so you double your money for
There you
like
go.
5 months.
Yeah.
And then when
nice
it's time to go
contract.
back to work, you quit
you
the
do
side
that?
job. You come back in.
Well, no, it's fraud.
Yeah,
This
okay.
is
I was gonna
fraud.
say, that's
Yes.
illegal, right?
And then you come back in, and then you like, oh shit, the kid died, and then you take more time off to mourn.
Bereavement.
Yeah, bereavement.
There you go.
And then you don't have to keep up the facade of having a kid you don't have.
Our bereavement and our PTO got rolled in
it's
together.
the perfect
Yeah.
crime.
That's the worst.
By the way, I wasn't implying that pretending you have a child is not illegal, but to say
Yeah, it
to
is.
have,
Yeah, well,
no, I'm saying that
taking
is
time
illegal.
off because of it is.
Yeah, it's fraud.
Yeah,
It's a
that's what I'm
felony.
saying. I'm saying to have a second job if you had a child and you're on disability.
That would be
I don't think you can
immoral,
work.
but I don't think it's illegal.
I think that's got to be. Yeah,
I mean,
Probably
it
illegal.
probably depends on whether or not you
Certainly be
signed
grounds to
things,
fire you,
and it
but-
depends
Sure.
on what state.
Yeah, I think the
Benefits
business
you're
is well
going
within
to.
their rights to fire you, but I don't know if there's any legal ramifications.
okay.
Can you be employed at 2 places at once?
Yeah, sure.
Double paternity.
Ask any freelancer.
double paternity leave. No, two full-time jobs, I guess.
Yeah,
If you
freelancers
can do it.
don't.
I guess if you can do it. You
There's
can do
nothing legally wrong with it unless you signed a contract saying you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but
Right.
freelancers
Yeah,
won't get the
non-compete.
benefits of it from the company.
Well, not always, but
I guess it depends how you're.
Well, anyway,
they're not legally obligated to give them.
basically, we rework my my idea for the dead kid scheme.
it. Yeah.
We rework it into a dead wife scheme.
DKS turns to a DWS.
I like it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Thank you. I think
yeah.
You
we're
can't
gonna-
wait. You can't get as much time with the dead wife scheme though. You can just get the bereavement. You
Dead-
don't. You don't get.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not a work thing. The dead wife scheme is to get a
DPWS.
girlfriend.
Oh,
What
that's
about,
right.
What about DPWS?
Double penetration wife
No,
scheme.
dead pregnant wife scheme.
Oh,
You don't get paternity leave unless
Yeah,
that
until the
sucker comes
baby's
out.
born. But you
The
could-
idea is you
she
get
could
time
die
off to
during.
raise
She
it.
could die during childbirth, and then the child is dead.
You just tell the employer
They keep the child
she's
alive in an incubator.
and then you tell the
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Oh.
You get the 6 months off, and you come back to work, and you say, "I fucked it up. It didn't make it."
Yeah.
It needed its mom.
Yeah, she didn't make it either. She was weak, stock. I'm glad she's gone. And then you go into
Then
you use that to get a girlfriend.
rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
It's a long con. That's at least a 7-month commitment to get a girlfriend.
It might pay off though.
Good pain.
If it lands the one,
Here's the thing.
Do you want her?
Here's the thing. I'm not trying to get a girlfriend's a problem.
if the girl
that's not
you
really
get
a problem,
from that
I
scheme, is that someone you want to keep? The someone who went after an already married conniver?
No, it's the wife died and she feels bad for you.
Okay.
Someone who has a high
it's just
capacity for pity.
It's just getting your foot in the door.
Oh, it's not.
Right.
I'm not
It's an
just getting my
it's an
foot in the door.
icebreaker.
I'm getting many appendages in many places.
Anyone with a high capacity
Why
for
are there
pity
multiple?
is probably a good compliment for you.
Huh?
Because I think that's maybe where you're lacking most.
Why do you think my relationship works? You know?
I don't know why your relationship works.
yeah, nobody
Mystery
does.
to all of us.
Nobody does.
I have no idea.
It's an enigma.
I'm a fucking monster.
I've seen your girlfriend twice, and I've known you for like 9 years.
yeah. Yeah.
You've only seen
I-
it twice.
Yeah, I
Wait,
saw her.
where did you see her?
At Party City when you had a bowling birthday. I went
Okay.
with her to Party City, and then I didn't stay for the bowling, or she didn't, or something.
What?
And then
yeah.
I saw her again we played categories, I think.
Oh.
Which I've still never lost.
Well,
by the way.
neither of those places was in the kitchen, so I'm gonna have a little chat when I get home.
She had shoes on too, by the way. She wasn't barefoot.
Yeah,
All right.
not allowed.
Well, that was the impromptu episode, right?
Yeah.
I think
You're welcome.
I think we'll never do that again.
There's a whole lot of life lessons.
Is that it?
Somewhere buried in that.
Yeah.
How long have we gone here?
That's like over an hour.
Yeah.
All right, we did it.
People probably can't. They turned it off hours ago.
Yeah.
No one listens to this.
I know.
This is for us, guys.
But
People
when I'm
is
90
us.
years old, I'll listen to the episodes.
Yeah, these are our home movies.
They're like, wow, we had some really dumb ideas back then.
Yeah, or Jake was really ahead of his time.
You already had it figured out.
It was the golden age of chimp poop videos, I think.
It seems like there's a renaissance going on with that.
Before our industries killed them all.
Yeah, before they went extinct.
It definitely seems like there's more. They're popping up left and right these days. I think people are trying to get themselves in a chimp poop situation.
Or get their kids in one.
It did seem that way. Like
Or their grandmas. That person probably saw the other chimp poop video and rolled Granny up there.
They've been there all day. There's 8 hours of footage.
With a big arrow and a bullseye
She's
behind
like,
her.
can I go home now? She's like, no, we're going to get the shot. Shut your fucking
It's a
mouth.
new viral video. It's gonna go crazy. All right. Thanks for listening. Talk to you next week.
Subscribe. Check us out on iTunes, Google Play Music.
Yeah, but hey, both of you idiots listening to this.
Yeah.
Who made it all the way
We would
through.
like the
For
two of you.
Step 1, re-examine your life. What the fuck are you doing?
And then
Step 2, subscribe for more.
send us an email or something.
Yeah. Send an email.
Hello at the
one of them twoots. I think that's how they pronounce that.
Send us a twat.
I am Grams. Groots.
The instant
Send nudes.
Sem noobs.
Send nudes.
Send nudes.
Oh, nudes.
Get those nudes a popping.
And goodbye.
This is the Babylon Podcast. What? Wow. This is the Babylon Podcast.